The following is produced by RealAgriculture.com. We're joined right now on RealAgriculture.com by Rob Hannam. He is the owner of Synthesis Agri-Food Network based in Guelph. Welcome today, Rob.
Hi, thanks, Sean.
Rob, recently in your e-newsletter, you published 8 hottest agri-food trends to watch out for in 2011. I thought the list was very, very inclusive and quite good. Let's talk about a couple of the things you discussed. The first one was economic volatility. Why do you think that's such a key trend going forward in Canadian agriculture?
Economic volatility has really set the tone for the last 2 years, I'd say, in agriculture. And if you look at the headlines in the financial newspapers and websites that we all follow each day, currency war potential with China and the U.S., you look at the EU countries, Ireland, Spain, Portugal, lots of unrest. And I think that's going to have an impact on agriculture and food as we look at next year. So to me, that's one of the most important trends or issues to watch out for next year.
Do you think more and more that as Canadian farmers, we're more and more concerned or paying more attention to what's happening economically across the world?
I think we're paying more attention to it, but we're an export-based sector here in Canada. Lots of our revenue from agriculture and food is export-based, and even if you're a non-exporting business or even supply managed business, those impacts globally. Globalization has an impact on our farm sector and our food business.
Right. Okay. The next other point you had was green and blue sustainability. What does that refer to?
Okay. Just to back up on these topics, Sean, we do an e-newsletter once a month, and it's usually led by one of our consulting team here at Synthesis. So at the end of the year, we thought it was appropriate to just pull together what are some of the topics we've covered over the past year in this monthly e-newsletter. What do we think are issues and trends to watch out for in 2011? Economic volatility came up to be top of the list. Sustainability is second on our list in terms of trends and issues to watch. So sustainability gets talked about quite a bit. The green revolution. First things that come to my mind are the 3 pillars of sustainability. So economic, social, and environmental. And then when you say environmental, you think of farming and environmental farm plan or the fertilizer business or crop protection. You think of all those things. Carbon footprints. It gets a lot of coverage now. But as we look to 2011, I see that coverage will increase. And it provides 2 opportunities for us. So the first opportunity is that we're going to need to prove what we do as far as being stewards of the land and actually operating sustainable agricultural practice. I was back at a conference in Europe in March. There was a gentleman there from Argentina. He was talking about how sustainably they produce soybeans and their sustainability package of producing soybeans. I've been there. I see it as very little difference from our production method here. But if they start talking about sustainability in their production system, I think we need to prove that as well. But farmers and agribusinesses need to start, taking more records and really proving what we do. It's a great opportunity to tell our story about no-till, the great things we've done so far, and taking it to the next step.
Do you think that word sustainability has been kind of hijacked or is misused, or we have a hard time coming to a bit of a definition of what is sustainability in agriculture?
Absolutely. If you talk to a farm organization and we talk about sustainability, it's about economics on the farm. Can I pay for the farm? Can we pass it on to the next generation in good financial health? It's about economics. When you talk to general consumers about sustainability, it's the 3 pillars I mentioned. It's social, it's environmental, it's economic. Think fair trade coffee. The reason I mentioned green and blue sustainability is mainly a book, Adam Warbuck, Strategy for Sustainability. He talks about the blue consumer, which is the next step beyond the green consumer. And so this is a trend. It's here to stay. It's not just a fad.
In terms of sustainability, where do you think ethanol fits in that? Do you think that, because we hear a lot about now the U.S. government coming out with what they're going to do as far as their subsidy programs, and there's a real debate whether it's good for the environment, bad for the environment, and do you think that fits into that discussion?
I definitely think it fits into the discussion. I personally feel there's definitely a fit for biofuels, and ethanol or biodiesel are two great elements. But it's a complex issue, and especially in corn, when you look at the number of ethanol plants here in Ontario, for the size of our market, it's fairly intensive. It doesn't appear like there's as many plants or ethanol production as there might be in Iowa. But if you break it down for our acreage base, it's much more intensive here.
Yeah. Okay, you also had mobile technology was number 3. We've wrote on RealAgriculture.com about mobile and kind of how its growth on the farm. What's your opinion of it?
So mobile technology is huge. Um, Farmers are mobile people. They're on the go making business decisions. Those decisions are information based, whether it's about the weather or crop prices. But there's also calculations that they're making information, whether it's planting population or vaccination days for livestock. I think mobile is a huge benefit to agriculture, and we're going to leapfrog past the desktop internet in many areas and go right to mobile technology in ag.
What impact do you think expanding the 3G and moving to 4G? What impact is that going to have in terms of the growth of that market on the farm?
Well, that's precisely it. So going the faster that 3G and 4G speed comes to the market in Saskatchewan or in Ontario, the more we'll see the adoption of it. I've got my iPad here. I know you've got an iPad as well. But just imagine using this screen for you're out in the field, you're advising on crops, you're overlaying weather maps. There's all kinds of great applications for mobile. I think it's a perfect fit. Farmers adopt a new technology when they see a direct benefit. Auto steer in tractors came in much more quickly than GPS did originally. Mobile technology is in the same category as auto steer. It's here and it's going to come quickly.
Rob, if somebody wants to get see the rest of the list, what website do they go to?
Okay, so we do a monthly e-newsletter. It's available for anyone to subscribe to. Just go to our website. It's where our company is Synthesis Agri-Food Network. The website's synthesis-network.com. And right on there, you can subscribe and view the archive of all of our previous e-newsletters.
How often does the new e-newsletter come out?
We do it once a month. And this month it's got the trends for 2011 and the issues and topics. We talk about upheaval in the livestock sector. We talk about social media. We talk about food recalls. But in general, I guess, we're really positive on the agri-food sector. We're excited to be part of it. And it's, when I think of economic volatility, the ag sector made it through the recession fairly well this last time. I think we're poised for that again, but there's lots of dynamics, lots of price volatility, lots of opportunities that will come up for various parts of the sector and for the food processing business as well. So we're excited about it, generally positive outlook, but lots of issues and trends to watch.
What's the one thing that makes you the most excited about kind of the future of Canadian agriculture?
The one thing, I think our ability to, I guess, react to these issues that are coming up. I think we're in a great place in terms of Canada's image globally for quality of our products, and people talk about that all the time. And there's the federal branding program, Qualities in Our Nature, but I actually believe it to be true, and I think that does underpin everything we do in ag and food. There's a reason people like Canadian bacon. There's a reason that canola is such a success worldwide. We have to build on those things. Exporters buy quality identity preserved soybeans from Canada, and then we import pressured beans here to make for the regular soy meal and oil. We have a quality image that's going to take us far. We need to make sure we stick together and keep that quality image in place.
Cool. Okay, Rob, thanks a lot. As Rob said, make sure you check out his website. It is listed below, and we'll talk to you again soon, Rob.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Have a great day.